Alright guys, welcome back to the fourth quarter here guys. The Saints versus Patriots. The Patriots have the ball on the 9-yard line of the Saints with 15 minutes left to go here. Tom Brady has ran them down the field essentially at this point, and we've seen some really great action for both sides, but let's end this game real quick here guys, as of course always want to, with some very staunch and very quick plays here. So with that being said, first down and goal at this point for the Patriots with 8-yard line. Let's roll first for our first play here. A 4-6. 4 is going to be an outside run versus a blitzing defense. So there we go. So here we have it, of course, already beforehand. Outside versus blitz in 11. Now in 11 for outside will be, let's see here, for outside 11 will be Calhoun, I think it is. Yeah, Calhoun. All right, so it looks like Don Calhoun will be the one that's taking the rock here for them. And 36 there, looks like 36, says for the fourth quarter it's going to be center. The center has 0 run. John Morris is not a 0 run, so it's XR column but a penalty. So let's roll the penalty first here, and then I'll see what the penalty is, and then of course we'll see what the XR column is. So 44 here. Now 44 says A, B, C, or D, are they run 2? So A, B, C, or D, neither of them, which just sounds so weird, right? But Johnny Poe, Tommy Myers, nor Gene Atkins, because Tommy Myers is injured for the rest of the game. So Gene Atkins is not. Roman Harpert nor Dave Weimer, they are not run 2. So tackled by defensive back after 11 yards. So we have an 11-yard gain by him, so that'd be a touchdown. So he gets into the touchdown here, but we have to see what the penalty is for this one. So 63 on the penalty chart for that touchdown play. It says defense 5 yards, and then it says automatic first down. So we will actually, well, let me see here. So 63 says it's an 8A. So 8A, as long as it's not a play here. So it's just a holding. So a holding call. So they're going to decline that, and that, my friends, will be a touchdown for the Patriots there. And that'll be a touchdown for the running back, Don Calhoun, there for 8 yards. So we see ourselves getting the 8-yard gain there. There you have it, guys, down to 14-30. And let's see here. Don Calhoun gets that 8-yard gain with a touchdown there. So that'll be the first touchdown for the Patriots there. So add 7 onto the board. Is that 7 or is that 3? That was 3. Whoops, that was weird. Okay. All right, so let's break down to 3. There's 9, and add 7. There we go, 16. There we go. I think that should be right. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 9. There we go. All right, so now we're going to go for the field goal attempt, or the kickoff, or point after attempt, and 11 is automatically good, so they will stay at 16 there. So the 7 points is already on there. So if they miss it, you'll just minus 1 off. So let's put them put the Patriots on their 35-yard line. That way we can, of course, always get them into the right location there for the kickoff, and kickoff will be 35. So a 35 says here it's going to be a 61 yards to the primary here. So 61 yards primary. I apologize, I got a little bit of dyslexia there. 61 yards, and we're going to move over to the New Orleans Saints ball there, and a primary for them is going to be Michael Lewis. So Michael Lewis on a 53 here on a routine play. 53 says +4 to return. His return is a 24, so that means it's going to be a 28. So with that being said, 28 yards here, just adding that up, will be onto the 32-yard line, I believe. So 28-yard gain back to the 32-yard line, and the Saints will start it off here with the scores tied. This is the closest game we've had here for sure. So let's roll our fast action card. So it's going to be a running play, and it's going to go to the first one there. So churns through traffic for 7-yard gain. That's going to be an inside run, I think. So with that being said, that's going to be over to not Jim Nance. That's the wrong team there. So it's going to be inside run will be over to George Rogers, who has finally done something that's been useful for them, and that'll be a 7-yard gain by George Rogers, starting off their possible touchdown victory here. So let's see if they can keep it going here. 7-yard gain by George Rogers there. That's his let's see, that's his 5th touch of the game here. All right, so 62 is going to be an audible. So 2 there for him. So audible 2 is a medium pass versus a safe defense. So medium pass versus safe defense. 19 is not on the finder, so let's go over to the finder real quick. 4, and a 4 says that's going to be Eric Martin. So let's see how Eric Martin does here on our, oh geez, there it is. So 42 says it's going to be center 2 pass. Joel Hilgenberg does have 2 pass, so it's going to be extreme middle. All right. And 36. So 36 says player J, does he have 2 pass? Let's see here. Jim Hunt does not have 2 pass. So QB connects for 22 yards. There you have it, folks. We have 22-yard gain to Eric Martin there. And quickly, that's how they're going to get cross midfield down to the Patriots 39-yard line as Drew Brees gets to his 13th completion of the game there. And Eric Martin grabs 22 yards there. And that'll be his 3rd completion in all of them over 10 yards there each, or over 14 yards each. So let's go right into a fast action card here. So it's going to be a pass play. And it says incomplete, closely covered. So the Patriots had the number all set up there. So with that being said, that'll be a incomplete. 13-15 left in the quarter here as an incomplete pass there for Drew Brees. And we will roll the dice here. So a 6 and a 6, so it's going to be a blitz. But let's see what the audible is going to be. It's what's going to be a long pass versus a blitz defense. So the defense is definitely trying to see if they can throw Drew Brees out of his rhythm here. And with that said, we're going to see a blitzing defense, and we're going to see a directional throw to number 9, and number 9 for a long pass is going to be Eric Martin once more. So Drew Brees is finding his targets pretty well here. 33, EB, does he have 2? Eric Martin does have a 2-, so that means he's going to have a 1 here because they're on the defensive side. So with that being said, pressured, QB throws ball away, but there is a penalty. So let's roll again on the penalty here before we take any play, of course. So 52 says on the penalty, it'll be offense 10 yards, 5A on the guard. So on the left guard here, 5A looks to be holding. So holding 10 yards, so just basically repeat down there. So repeat down as if it didn't even pretty much happen. But we will, of course, because the play was made, we will push to second down, of course. And we will add, or we'll minus, I apologize, minus 10 yards, and make sure we take the 15. So it'll be 13 minutes left in that quarter there, or in the quarter. Since that was a play already taken there, we're gonna actually use a fast action card because it was a play that was already ran. So it's gonna be a running play on second down and 20. And 11 here, smashes through line for a 6-yard gain. So inside, I'm going to say inside on an 11 is going to be Hilliard. So Dalton Hilliard comes up big time again here as he's starting to force himself into the player of the game idea, of course. But with that being said, 3rd down and 9. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left here. The Saints are on the 38-yard line, 4-2, so 4 on a probable pass play. That'll be a medium pass versus a pass defense. So medium pass versus pass defense here. Let's see what we have here for us. And going to 9 as well. So medium pass, that's going to go over to Jimmy Graham as the target. And he hasn't had very many targets today. I think Jimmy Graham only has had 1 completion, so 36. This could be his time. Does the center have 0 pass? He does not have that. So QB has time to search for open man. So alternate receiver for 2 dice yards. So let's see who the alternate receiver will be. So let's roll the dice again here and how many yards it's going to be. So 15 on the alternate will be Dalton Hilliard, and that'll be for 8 yards. So unfortunately, they'll be back by 1 yard to get that first down there, but at least an 8-yard gain. That, my friends, will bring up 4th down and 1, and a tough decision here for them. I would absolutely have to say here, but Dalton Hilliard just got his first his first catch of the game there. So Dalton Hilliard gets his for 8 yards there. Let's see here. Okay. All right, we're going to go for a field goal here, guys, because why not? Why not take the points, guys? We never want to do anything that will take them out of contention, right? So with that being said, 30 yards is going to be 40, and then 47 yarder. So 47 yarder for Morton Anderson is nothing too bad, not in his long yet, because his long is a 50 plus. So 14 for 47 yards on a double A. If you guys look real quick here, so for a field goal attempt right there, 14, he can make it within 60 yards, and so no problem there for him. That'll be 3 points there, and that'll bring up the kickoff here, as it's 19-16 for the Saints. Definitely a weird score here, but why not? When you have such a game like this, a very big shootout at this point is very, very likely. So let's roll the dice here for him, as Morton Anderson has now made his 3rd kick of the game here. Okay, so 61 here for the kickoff. It looks like it's going to be a 51-yard kickoff to the primary, so 51 yards there. Okay, and that's going to bring it over to the 14-yard line into the primary for the Patriots. That'll be Kevin Falk. So 33. So a 33 on this one was going to be -3 from his average. That'll be 20 yards. So a 20-yard gain there for the run back. And there you have it, guys. Starting with 12 minutes here, Tom Brady's going to march onto the field here. And let's flip it over this side real quick. And it'll be a running play. And 20. So 20 is going to be who our running is going to be. So drag to turf after picking up 7-yard gain. I'm going to say that's an outside run. And a 20 for outside run will be Kevin Falk as well. So wow, good for him there, grabbing his big yard there. So 7-yard gain for Kevin Falk, who has only had 1 touch all game as a running back there. So 2 touches bring up to 13 yards. And that'll be 11 minutes and 30 seconds left here. 2nd down and 3 to go here. Patriots definitely want to use some clock here to see if they can score, but also leave the Saints without any opportunities to make any plays. So 1-6 is going to be a medium play versus a blitzing defense. And it's going to go over to the number 9. So a medium play for number 9 will be over to Stanley Morgan. And his play is going to be 56 there, so that should be I, right? 56. So I, does he have 0 pass? So I is Derland Moore. So Derland Moore, 0 pass. He does not. So QB dragged down for 11-yard sack. There you go. So it looks like he's got an 11-yard sack against Tom Brady, or I guess you'd say Saint Tommy there. And that'll be the 2nd sack against Tom Brady. And that offensive line was doing well so far today. No real issues as of yet, but now it's 3rd down and a massive mile, essentially. So it's going to be a probable pass play, as the Patriots now at this time really need to make this 1st down so they don't lose an opportunity to go ahead with a score. So this will be a long pass play versus a pass defense. All right, so long pass play to pass defense here. Let's see how this one plays out here for the Patriots. And a 6 is going to bring up Stanley Morgan once more here on the finder. So a 13 says 13 for an A rating. Looks like it's going to be 2Q minus a die roll. So his Q, so it's going to be a completion here for him. So 2Q is going to be 24 minus the die roll. So this should be a 1st down no matter what here. So 24, that might be 18 yards. So 18-yard gain there by Stanley Morgan as Tom Brady connects with him. So 18-yard gain. And Stanley Morgan, just trying to find him here on our list, gets the 18 yards, and he is now quietly becoming our receiving leader next to Marquise Colston. So 18-yard gain there. Great shot there, and that'll bring up 1st down and 10 on the 48-yard line, essentially midfield. It's going to be a passing play on the fast action card, and it says complete to alternate receiver for 2 dice yards. Offensive penalty, though, 5 yards offside, so that's going to draw that all back. Yikes, guys. Offensive penalty, 5 yards. So offsides, we're going to have to move it back 5 yards there, and that'll bring up 1st down and 15, basically drawing back that great play there, but offensive penalty 5 yards. That's a shame. Okay, so let's roll for 1st down and 15 here, as it was offside. So 54, so 5-4 is going to be inside run versus a safe defense, and inside run versus a safe defense is going to be going up again, going with Sam Cunningham. So inside run versus a safe defense for Sam Cunningham here. See if he can get some wind here underneath his wings. 15, and Sam for inside is a B rating. So with that said, it means it's going to be a 2-yard gain. So Sam gets at least a little bit of yardage, but nothing that's going to bring the coach to being happy there. So that'll be 2-yard gain, 10 minutes left, and 2 minutes and 13, or second down and 13. So let's roll the fast action die here. So it's going to be a run play. Let's roll the die here. 18 says wiggles through small opening for a gain of 2 yards. So that's going to be an inside, I think. So inside on 18 is going to be, oh, look at that, John Stevens. And now at this point, guys, every single running back has had an opportunity to run. So for the Patriots, that means all of them have had a chance to run, and I think all of them have actually gotten through for yards gained. So 2-yard gain by John there, and everyone kind of cheers as they notice everybody has, of course, gotten a chance to touch the rock there. So a 3rd down and 11, absolutely a probable pass play. Tom Brady did a great job delivering it over to Stanley Morgan for the last one. 5 is going to be for a short pass versus a 3, so that's going to be a pass defense. So a short pass versus a pass defense. And let's see what they have drawn up here. So a 12 on a short pass will be over to Fryer. And a 15 here with an A rating quarterback. That's going to be incomplete. So Tom Brady, unfortunately, will miss that pass there. And that'll bring up 4th down and 11. Now they can, of course, because this happened, they can use a coffin punt because they are within the 45 yards for 45-yard line of their side. So they will be using a coffin punt for sure to try to see if they can mark them back there into their territory. So that said, 23 on a coffin punt, a coffin corner. So 23 says punt bounces crazily to stop at the 15-yard line. So the ball is going to stop there on the 15-yard line. So let's, I guess we could just move it here. Boop. Over to here, and then move it to the 15-yard line. No play needed, so it's going to be 15-yard line, 1st down and 10, 9 minutes and 15 seconds here for the New Orleans Saints. Now they are up by 3. Now I will whip out that one play call sheet here. I'll let you guys know what we have here. So they have a 4th quarter lead, and when they're 7 or 8 or 7 points and in, like it says right here, so 8 points and more. If it's just a 4th quarter lead, we have to wait for the 5-minute mark. Okay, we are now at the 9-minute mark. So if they go up by 8 at this point, they get a touchdown, then we can start running out the clock. But until then, we will just have to wait till 5 minutes to see this this chart go into usage. So until then, we'll use the fast action cards here to see how this works out. So it's going to be a passing play. Drew Brees is going to pass here. Screen pass to running back versus blitzing defense. Okay, so let's see how the screen pass versus blitzing defense works out here for Tony Collins, for, what was it, Deuce McAllister. Okay, so Deuce McAllister on the bubble screen. See if they get a good block here by the receivers. Usually is what happens here. You definitely need a good block here if you guys have ever watched any college football for any of those screen plays. Definitely a necessity. So a 21 with a AAA quarterback means it's going to be a dice amount of yards. So it's going to be a completion for dice amount of yards. That said, it's going to be a 2-yard gain there, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. And that'll be the 15th completion over to Drew Brees. Okay, so let's see what happens here after that. The 3rd pass to Deuce McAllister for 2 yards. It's going to be an audible play here. So with that said, let's roll the dice here. So 4. And a 4 for the audible is going to be a screen play again versus a run defense. So screen versus a run defense. And it's going to go to 3 here. And that's going to be Marquise Colston who's going to get this one. And a 52. 52 says E, 0 pass. So E is going to be Steve Nelson. And just out of reach, because he does not have 0 pass, I apologize. So he does not have 0 pass. He has a 1. So, nope, he does not have that. So just out of reach, incomplete. And nobody has that exclamation point. So we will not have to read that for incomplete, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no one has the exclamation point. So with that being said, that'll be a incomplete pass there for Drew Brees, as he was just starting to get pretty well acquainted with receivers there. So 8 minutes, 30 seconds left here. 3rd down and 8 here, a probable pass play. And 5-2 on the probable pass is going to be a short pass versus a pass defense. So they're not really using their guns here, at least as far as I can see. When it comes down to their plays, they've done a screen play, and then a short pass. This one's going to go to 14, so that's going to be over to Hobie Brenner. 55 says it's going to be unusual. So unusual chart here. So 64 on unusual says 2-yard loss. It's going to be a fumble though, and it's going to be a line fumble. So let's see how this one works out here for us here. Let's see here. So a line fumble, so a 2-yard loss is always what we have to do here, as it was a short pass there. So at least it was complete. So minus 2 yards there. I'll put that in, and it was a pass complete to Hobie Brenner. Okay, and let's roll for the line fumble here. So 46 says unusual result. Choice DB recovers fumble. Go to unusual chart on board B. So unusual chart on fumble returns is right here. So it looks like there will be a fumble, and it will be lost. And it looks like the defensive back here, so we can kind of see who it was here for a return there. So that'll be, Ty Law goes in there and gets a great little fumble there for him. So let's roll on the fumble returns. So a 16 on a unusual chart says 9-yard return, but there's a penalty. So let's roll on the penalties real quick here. So return plays. Well, I guess, is it a return play? Because it was a running play, but it was a return play. It was a return, so it was a return play because it was a fumble return. So 26 says 3C, which is offense, 5 yards, repeat down, illegal use of hands. So the ball was already given, so they already fumbled it, and then they illegally used hands, so it's not going to actually occur, but it will be a 5-yard penalty occurred to the 9 yards gained, if that makes sense here, because it's a 9-yard gain on a 21. So we're just going to move it up. What was it? Let's see here. So it's going to be going over to the Patriots, and then we're going to move it up because they fumbled it, right? The Saints fumbled the ball on their 15-yard line, and we're going to move this ball up 5 yards, right? So, because it was 9, so minus that would be 4. I apologize, 4 yards. Oh, that's 40. That's not good. All right, 4 yards there. So the Patriots now have the ball because the Saints fumbled the ball after having a great run there at it. So, if I remember correctly, yeah, because the Saints hadn't been really doing too much. They had only gotten a first down, but then they went backwards, right? They minus 2 yards and then got that. So it looks like the Patriots should have the ball on the 11-yard line of the Saints there. So, my goodness, guys, this is a great opportunity for the Patriots for sure. So, 8 minutes left here. Let's see how this one works out here, guys. All right, so the Patriots have the ball here. Let's flip over the card sheet here. Okay, and with that being said, 5 is going to be an inside run. I moved over the thing there. Sorry about that. So, it's going to be an inside run versus a safe offense. So inside run versus safe offense, as the Saints are just going to try and see if they can basically hold off this attempt here and hopefully come out with just a field goal attempt. So inside run versus safe offense, and that's going to be to 9 on the inside run, which will be, let's see here, Tapu? So Tatupu. There you go, so 45, so Tatupu on a 45 says EB, does he have run 2? So EB, Gino Cappelletti, does have, or does not have run 2, so it's going to be smothered at line, 1-yard loss for Tatapu. So there's a 1-yard loss there for the Patriots. Very rare for a running back to have a 1-yard loss for the Patriots, it feels like, at least in this game. So with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the game, the Patriots are going to see if they can score down here on the 12-yard line of the Saints. So a 3-1 is going to be a tendency play. So a tendency it will be. Okay, and 4. So a 4 is an outside run versus a pass defense. So look at this one, guys. This could be the big one right here for them. as an outside run versus a pass defense. And we're actually going to be seeing it go for number 4 here on the list here. So that's going to be over to Jim Nance on the outside. And a 66, my friends. So an I, does he have run 2? Derlin Moore does not have a run 2. So EA or EC run 2. So EA, he is not Stanley Morgan. EC, Rob Gronkowski is 1 plus. 1 plus means it's going to be a 2 on their side. So yes, so XR column. All right, so let's see how this one works for Jim Nance here. All right, 34. It says G, does he have run 2? G, Ricky Jackson does, so it looks like he's stacked up after 2 yards. So if it wasn't for Ricky Jackson, it definitely probably would have been a big hole there. And so 2-yard gain there by Jim Nance on that outside run. So that'll be 2 there, guys. And it's starting to get pretty heated here, guys. 7 minutes left. 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 10-yard line. All right, 2 is going to be for I'm going to say just a normal play here. Will be a short pass versus a safe defense. So a short pass versus a safe defense. All right, so a 2 on that short pass will be Wes Welker, of course, the man who never really misses a catch here for him. And an 11 here, so it looks like an 11 with an A is going to be pass completed, receiver tackled 1 yard short of first down. So it's almost perfect. Unfortunately, it would be a 4-yard gain because it's, of course, 3rd down and 5. So it has to be a 4-yard gain to leave 4th down and 1 on the 6-yard line. So Tom Brady makes the completion, and they're thinking about it. Do they go for it? They're thinking, man, you have so much at this point, right? You can just go for it, get the 1 yard, and then get those 6 points or 7 points. And they say, no. Get the score tied. You have a great field goal kicker in Steven Gostkowski. So with this, it's going to be a 10, right? So 16, 23-yarder, 33 dice roll is an absolute gimme for Steven Gostkowski. That'll be 3 points for the Patriots there. And we can add it. The score is tied at this point. So 19-19 with that field goal attempt there by Steven Gostkowski. And let's see how this turns out as the Patriots now will be kicking off with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to the Saints. So an 11 here for the kickoff is going to be a 74-yarder. Don't even need to look at it. As you guys already know, we're just going to actually basically put the ball down into the Saints 20-yard line as they do a touchback there, as Gostkowski just kicks the ball right into the stadium there. Fan gets the lucky play ball there. And so with that being said, the Saints are going to come out on the field, and this could be the last play or the last drive they might have, depending on how long it is. So let's see how it goes here. That's going to be a running play by the fast action card. So running play to 15. And it says, tripped up after making cut, 1 yard gain. So I'm going to say a cut's going to make it so that, 15 on outside is going to be Dalton Hilliard. So that's going to be a 1 yard gain for Hilliard. As that'll bring us to 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter. Or in the game, really. So 6 there is going to be an audible. Okay, and the 6 after the audible is going to be an inside run versus a run defense. All right, so inside run versus run defense, 12. So a 12 here for inside run for them is going to be, of course, Dalton Hilliard. So Dalton Hilliard, 42, says SB. Does he have run 2? SB run 2. Deuce McAllister. Dalton Hilliard's the actual running back, so no, he does not. So slam down after 2 yard plunge, but there's going to be a video review here, guys. So go to video review 2 chart. So let's see how that one works out here, guys. It's the first time we'll actually have to go to a video review on this one. So after, what was it, a 2 yard plunge? So we'll see 2 yards here. And video review 2, which says, a defensive player, so I rolled the dice already. A defensive player emerges from pile with the football after the whistle is blown. The replay official checks video to determine if a turnover has occurred. So on a 45, it says dice roll 45 here, so that's going to be after further review, the play stands as called. No turnover, offense retains ball. So it's going to be a 2 yard scrum play there, so 2 yard gain there by Dalton Hilliard. And that'll leave up, of course, 3rd down and 7 here. So a probable pass play by the Saints. They've eaten up the clock a little bit. Unfortunately, haven't really moved down. They absolutely do need to move down here. So a probable pass play has to be a short pass versus a blitz defense. So a short pass versus a blitz defense. Here we go. So short versus blitz in 11. That's going to bring up Pierre Thomas. All right, so Pierre Thomas, here we go. 65 says A, 0 pass. So Raymond Claiborne does not have 0 pass, so blitz forces low throw, incomplete. So incomplete pass there, unfortunately for him. So that, my friends, will be absolutely a 4th down for them. What a shame, absolutely. That was their opportunity, and that's going to bring up 5 minutes and 15 seconds as Drew Brees makes an incomplete pass there. And goodness, so they're going to have to punt it here on 4th down and 7 on their 23-yard line. So punting team comes out with Tommy Barnert, and 53 on that punt usual is -2 from average, return of A or better, no return. Their return is a C, so they will be returned. So -2 from average, so his average is 40 or 42, so it's going to be a 40-yard punt here. So let's see if I can, oops, that really shakes things up a little bit. So on a 23-yard line, let's minus that off here, guys. So 23, that's going to be a little bit difficult. So let's toss it back over here. Punt the ball. And it's going to be, a 40-yard punt. Boop. Never actually done this before, really. So 37, there you go. Now 37, so that's where the Patriots are going to get the ball here. So now we have it correct here. So with that said, the return is going to be over to the return man, who, of course, we have to roll for a 9. So that'll be Troy Brown. So a 21 on the return will be -7 yards from his return, which is a 10. So it's going to be a 3-yard return there. So that'll bring it to the 40-yard line of the Patriots. So Patriots bring it out with Tom Brady having great field position with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the game. Who's going to make it, guys? Saints or Patriots? Let's check it out here, guys, as we, of course, are going to get our fast action card going here to see if they can make a play here. So it says incomplete tight coverage at sideline. Video 3 review. Okay, so incomplete, but let's check out after further review what happens here, guys. All right, let's roll the dice here. So it's going to say here on video 3, so we roll the dice and offensive player catches pass but catches ruled to have been made out of bounds. Replay official checks video to determine whether legal catch is made. So with the dice roll of 53, oh, look at that, guys, 53. After further review, the play stands as called incomplete. If it was anything more, he would have gotten that one overturned, and that would be the first overturned call actually I have had ever, really. I don't think I've ever actually had a turnover called or a overturned call, but that's okay. I don't care too much about it. But that's an incomplete pass, unfortunately, for Tom Brady there, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 there. Okay, so with a 3 is offensive tendency, so let's roll that again. A 6 on the tendency there is going to be an inside run versus a safe defense. So inside run versus safe defense. Let's see how this one plays out. So the 2, and 2 is going to be inside run is going to be Jim Nance. So Jim Nance is going to be the one that we roll to here. So 12, and a 12 it is, with his inside run being a B. That average is going to be a 1-yard gain. So unfortunately for them, the defense already had everything set up there. So 4 minutes and 15 seconds left here on the 41-yard line, or their 41-yard line. 3rd down and 9. This is a probable pass play, and it's going to be a long pass versus a blitzing defense. Okay, so let's see if they're going to catch him off guard here. 7's going to bring it over to Stanley Morgan as the receiver, and that's going to be a 64. 64 says unusual result. You know what that means. Usually means something terribly bad. So 64 again. Let's roll again. So 64, or not roll again. Let's look down here. So it's going to be an unusual result here. So 4-yard loss. It says, and it's going to be a line fumble. Look at that. So 4-yard loss on 64 and a line fumble. So I guess you could say here, they fumbled the ball. Maybe Tom Brady did, I guess you'd say. So a 4-yard, so a fumble here for them. And it's a 4-yard loss, so let's minus 4 yards from here, right? Or I guess what? Let's just play it like this. We haven't done anything. We haven't changed anything, of course. So let's just mark off 4 yards from this. Okay, so there's 4 yards minused off. Now let's go over to the fumble recovery, right? So line fumbles here, I'm looking over at a chart that's over on my right side here. So 62 says J rated 2 on a pass play. So J rated 2. Let's see here. He is not. He is only Alex Price is a 0 plus, so he's a 0. So no, he's not. So 62, no. So let's roll again here. All right, so 21 says it was fumbles recovered by H, but no return. So H gets the ball, so it looks like Jim Wilkes gets the ball, but no return. Guys, this is absolutely insane. With 3 minutes going and 45 seconds, the Saints now have the ball on the 37-yard line. That is another fumble lost here, guys, in the fourth quarter. This is absolutely insane. There's something going on over in Gillette Stadium here, guys, so let's get right to it as we, of course, have to roll off fast action cards as now the New Orleans Saints take the field with Drew Brees feeling pretty good that his defense has stopped Tom Brady from really doing anything lately. All right, with that said, it's going to be a pass play, so routine completion to Marquise Colston for 12-yard gain. So 12-yard gain right there, guys. That will inch them ever so closer there, as Marquise Colston is absolutely on fire at this point here, guys. Really doing a great job this whole entire game, but now just getting more and more as it is, of course, 1st down and 10 on the 25-yard line of the Patriots after that very costly fumble there. 4-5 is going to be an outside run versus a run defense. So outside run versus a run defense there. Let's check it out. And a 5 for outside run is going to be over to Mayers, right? Ruben Mayers. Or Ruben Mays, I apologize. 55 says it's going to be an unusual result. Of course it will be. And 56 on the unusual says here, no gain. And Ruben is not an exceptional, so he doesn't have that exclamation point. So it's going to be a fumble again, guys. A fumble again. I cannot believe this, guys. So 0 here, but I have to roll again on the fumble line here. So it must be some snow. Must be something going on here. I apologize for the camera bump there. But a 35 on it says actually no fumble. So good thing. So it says no fumble on the 35 roll there. So 2nd down and 2nd down and 10 here as they fumbled the ball there, but luckily they says it was a fumble, but there's no fumble actually. They kind of looked at it and didn't really go anywhere. So 2nd down and 10. Let's roll again here. I want to roll one more time here. So 4 here is going to be an outside run versus a blitz defense. So outside versus blitz defense is going to bring up 20, and 20 is going to be George Rogers on this outside run. And at 26, tackle or QB run 2. So Drew Brees does not have run 2, and the left tackle Willie Roaf does not either. So runner dropped for 1 yard loss, plus a possible health or injury there. So there's a 1 yard loss right there, and we'll have to go to the injury play here and see what happens on this play. All right, so there's that. So 62 in the injury report, 62 says defender G injured on play. So that looks like G is going to be Andre Tippett. And a 46 says knee injury out for rest of game. So there you go. Andre Tippett is not going to be useful for the Patriots as he gets taken out here. So Andre Tippett is out for a game. So out for game. So that means we're going to have to bring in either Tom Addison or Jared Mayo. I like the addition of Jared Mayo. I do recall Jared Mayo. So let's go with Jared Mayo as the guy who's coming in there. But it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the New Orleans Saints here, as the Patriots are definitely trying their hardest to make a play here. And the Patriots will stop the clock there and cause it to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds here. So they'll use one of their timeouts on that play. So Let's see how this rolls out here for 3rd down and 11, a probable pass play. 4 and a 2, so probable pass is going to be a medium pass versus a pass defense. So medium pass versus a pass defense here to 12, which will be Abramovich. I apologize, Danny Abramovich. I don't know his name very well. So 11 here. So an 11 on this one is just a magnificent throw here. So Drew Brees is going to connect, and unfortunately for Patriot fans, that is a Q plus die yards there. So Q plus die yards. So let's see here. Q is 12 yards plus 5. That is 17. That is a 17-yard pickup by Drew Brees, and I believe we are now left with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter there, and that is a 17-yard gain there by the Saints, and that is the first pickup by Danny there. So Danny, I gotta write this down here. Oh boy, this is gonna screw up my spell check here. So ABRAMOWICZ. That is one heck of a name. So ICZ. Okay, so that is 17 yards and a great pickup by for his first one for sure. So 1st down and 10, 2 minutes to go here, 9-yard line, so on goal line. So let's get right to it here, guys. So it's going to be a normal play call here, but a 1 is a medium, but they're within the 10-yard line, so it's going to be a short pass versus a safe defense. So a short pass versus safe defense here. And that's going to go to 9, and 9 is going to be Jimmy Graham. So Jimmy Graham's going to be 52 here, and 52 says H is he 0. Well, H 0 run here, or 0 pass. Willie McGinnis there has got 2, so nope, that's not going to happen. So coverage or complete in coverage for half our yards. And Drew Brees does not have a questionable, and neither does Jimmy Graham. So completing coverage for half our yards. Well, half of that is 6 yards, so that will bring up that score, or not score, but basically it will be a play there for 6-yard gain, and the Patriots will use their timeout there to stop the clock, because of course they do need to at this point. 1:45 seconds. There's really very much left they can do at this point without using one of their 3 timeouts, or one of their 2 timeouts they have remaining. So with that said here, that's going to be another completion there for Drew Brees. Jimmy Graham gets another great pass there for his 2nd catch. So with this said, they're probably going to be, at this point, probable run play, right? They're just going to try to run out the clock against the Patriots, and they're on the goal line, so probable run play here. So 6 is going to be a audible here. So an audible will be a 1 for a run play that's outside versus a blitz defense. So outside versus blitz. And looks like the Patriots, man, they shot themselves in the foot with that fumble. There's no one to blame really but themselves for that. And really, Tom Brady has had a lot of pass opportunities, but very few have actually made it to the touchdown there, as they've actually had no touchdowns there for Tom Brady. But with that being said, outside run versus blitz, 33. This could put the game out of question here. Does the QB have a 0 run? Drew Brees does not have a 0 run. He has a 1. So that's going to go to XR or the XR column here. And a 56 is going to say, A, does he have a 2 run? Raymond Claiborne does not have a 2 run. So with that said, breaks tackle, spins ahead, 15 yards. But we know there's no 15 yards here, guys. There's only 3 yards. And that, my friends, will score for the New Orleans Saints. So 15-yard right into there. And then we're going to add 15 seconds on there because that does stop the clock, the touchdown. So just to kind of help out the game to make it more realistic. So that, my friends, will be a touchdown by the Saints there. So that'll bring up 26 points to 19. So 26-19. Let's do the point after here real quick. 31. And a 31 on a point after is good. So they do get that extra point. And that, my friends, is outside run to, who was it? I guess I forget who I ran it to there. Did I say who I ran it to there? Outside run. Just trying to figure out who I gave it to. Oh boy, this is not good. Oh, 6. I haven't even touched it. So 6. So outside run was to Mays. So Ruben Mays there, guys. So Ruben Mays gets the go-ahead smash up the middle for 6 yards gain, or for 3 yards. I apologize. That was a 3-yard gain there. So 3 yards, touchdown run there for Ruben Mays to put them basically up at this point where the game is at this point out of reach. But we're going to see a kickoff here for the Saints here to the Patriots on the 35-yard line. A 22 for the kickoff. Says that's going to be a 66-yard to the primary. So 66 yards here. And that'll be to a touchback here. And they're not going to run it out. They want to keep as much time as they can on the clock. They have 1 timeout remaining. I've never seen Tom Brady do this one, really, with 1 minute and 30 seconds left here, guys. So let's see how we can do this here for Tom Brady as he gets onto the field here. Is there going to be a Hail Mary play here? They are losing at this point. I'm going to be utilizing this little spreadsheet here, which is trailing, right? Trailing at this end time, which trailing by 1 or 3. So they're trailing now by 7 points. And they're going to be using the C, so it's going to be a lot of long passes. So let's go to that pass play now. So let's look at that. I have it on this side so I can see it. So rolling the dice real quick here. So 35, that's going to be a long pass versus a pass defense. So let's see if they can make the play here. You never know. There's a possibility for anything at this point, right? Anything. So long play versus a pass defense here. And that's going to be to 5, which will be over to Stanley Morgan here. Okay, so Tom Brady has Stanley Morgan on the 20-yard line, 66. So it says right here, guys, 66 is going to be a home field advantage. Home field advantage if home team is on offense, pass caught, go to XL column. This could be big, folks. This could be very big. Let's roll the dice here. Okay, so it says 6. Wow, guys. Wow. So dice results, 66 is the GA, so is the left guard. John Hanna, 0 pass. He is not. So he is not that. So it says big hit, but hangs on 39 yards. There it is, my friends. So 39-yard gain, and they will, man, do they use their timeout there? So they're on the 41-yard line of the Saints, right? Ooh. This is a big play. So I'm going to say they don't, right? I'm going to say they run down, they get an order, try to see if they can get the ready snap here for them. All right, so there's not going to be they're not going to use the timeout for this one. So another one here for them, and it's going to be a 1. So that's going to be a medium pass versus a blitz defense. So a medium pass versus a blitz defense here. And let me make sure I write down that stat there. I forgot to write down that little one. The Stanley Morgan for 39 yards there. Okay, so with that said, that's going to go to 7, and 7 is going to be Rob Gronkowski. So a 24 says, G or I, do they have 2 pass? Well, G, Ricky Jackson does have 2 pass, so QB runs, oh my goodness, QB runs, go to page 18, roll again. Well, as you know, Tom Brady is quite the runner, right? He's going to run here and see if he can catch anything and try to take the out-of-bounds marker probably, right? Try to get the first down and get out of bounds. 51 is what we're looking at. So 51 says, G, does he have run 2? So Ricky Jackson does have run 2. Does EA have a run 0? And he does not. So it's going to be dice amount of yards there for Tom Brady running. So 5-yard gain, they're going to have to use their timeout. Unfortunately here, guys, they're going to have to use their timeout, and that'll be a 5-yard gain, leaving 45 seconds left on the 36-yard line of the Saints, guys. This is an incredible game, right going down to the last second here. So as the rushers go here, Tom Brady now has 5 yards. That is, well, that's not something that you usually see. So 5-yard gain here, guys. This is a massive play right here. Can they get out of bounds? Can they make a move for the end zone here? 52, so 5-2. So a 5 is going to be a long pass, right, versus a 2, which is going to be a pass defense. So long pass versus passing defense here. Okay, and a 10. And 10 is going to be Stanley Morgan once more here, guys. So Tom Brady's going to pass to Morgan. 52 says here, A, does he have 0 pass? Johnny Poe does not. He is a 1 there, guys. So is he rated 1? He is. So incomplete. So there you go. So it's incomplete pass there. So that'll mark off only 15 seconds. So that at least gives Tom Brady and the Patriots basically guaranteed one more shot, right? One more shot, because 30 seconds can run off the clock real fast in this game, especially if they catch it and they don't actually get out of bounds. So this could be the last play of the game here, guys. All right, so here we go. 31. So 3-1 is going to be a long play versus a pass defense. So right here, and it's going to be a 2. Okay, so 2 is going to be, let's see here. 2 is going to be, for long, it's going to be Stanley Morgan once more, guys. Let's see if they cover him very well here. So a 63 says G, 0 pass. Well, Ricky Jackson does not have that. So it looks like he's going to be sacked. QB will be sacked here, guys, for a 12-yard loss. And that, my friends, will end the game as they sack the QB. Ricky Jackson does. And that, my friends, is the end of the game. Wow, wee-wah. Minus 12 yards there, guys. That, I cannot believe it, ends the game as they sack Tom Brady, the one and the only, and the Saints have won 26-19. Can you believe it, guys? That is an absolute miracle for the Saints, who really don't have a great defense as far as you guys could see here, guys. A lot of 1s, a lot of 0s, and a lot of pluses on 0s, right? So 0 plus, so it makes it only a 1, really. They beat the New England Patriots. This is the biggest upset we've seen so far in this tournament. Stay tuned next time, guys, as we, of course, are going to check out a game recap if you guys watch the next video. And then, of course, watch the next game as we set it up. And I will unveil what the next game will be, the next matchup, as we, of course, play the game recap. So, guys, thank you very much. Smash that like button down below. Very much so thankful for all of your guys' feedback. I cannot wait for the next game here, and I will start simming some of the games and show you guys what the score came out to be. But for right now, guys, I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers. Once more, guys, thank you very much. I'll see who we can nominate as the best team all time in the history of football.